cling to one thing that makes it okay, but they forget everything else about it. Like, he was going crazy on Twitter last night. He was saying something about, he's like, I'm sorry, Yesu Otaku and Obscurus Lupa, you can here take my penis and burn it. And he said that that was genuinely an apology, and people were genuinely taking that as an
Wait,
apology.
wait. He said that please take
He
my
said,
penis.
"Take my penis and burn it." That was his apology. And look, I'm not saying that he owes me an apology for making the rape joke because it was not toward me. I wasn't expecting an apology for him. The way he's acting now, yeah, but I was not acting that way because he'd attacked me personally or anything like that. It's just his attitude, the way that he's going about things.
Do you think that was actually an apology or just him being a dick?
He said that that was him an apology, and that was his sense of humor. He told me that it was an apology.
That's
And he
that.
said if I didn't understand his humor, he's not going to change. And I said, all right.
Take my penis and burn it does not contain the word sorry.
No, he said, I'm sorry,
Oh,
take my
okay.
penis and burn it. It was in the same tweet.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's the I'm sorry part. I
And
just didn't think that's not funny. I don't.
and you know what? The thing with the rape joke, he did apologize, and they left it at that. And really, it was over with that. So the fact that I brought it up was it's an example of some of the stuff that he's been doing. And the reason that I said it wasn't okay, it's because a lot of people were defending it. A lot of people were saying it was okay. And I'm like, look, even he apologized for that. Don't defend that joke, and it really wasn't okay with the context that it was being used. But then, he tweets something to Hope about, I'm sorry for the joke about Slave Leia or whatever. It's like, no, you said you were sorry about it. Don't make more jokes about the rape joke. That proves that you aren't sorry about it.
Yeah, it was dishonest. That's what it was. I because it's not. See, here's the problem. If you use rape, it has to be in. It's got to be in such an obscure, weird fucking context that it's disconnected from the physical human act. If you're gonna, that's the only way in our society that people can swallow it.
Well, I wrote a blog about this on Tumblr to talk about it, not because I wanted to like make this a big drama thing, though now it's become a big drama thing,
Well,
but because I wanted to talk about rape jokes. People were bringing up, they're like, you guys have made jokes in your videos about that, or they're spooning with spoonies, so what's wrong with that? Well, the reason that I made the blog is to say, context is the deciding factor for any joke. But especially if you're going to make a rape joke, you better make sure. People are like, oh, it's an SM joke. It's not a real rape joke. No, it's interpreted as a rape joke. He followed up the tweet saying, I'll chain you up in the basement and love you my way, and my way ends in tears. It's like, what do you think that means? There's no other way that could be interpreted. And even if it wasn't meant that way, it certainly can be interpreted as a rape joke. And if you're going to make any kind of joke like that, yeah, you better make sure that the context of it is not like that, because it was about someone he knew. And it was about someone he knew to her face and her boyfriend. And that's not appropriate. And as a coworker.
well, I'm sorry that he and his fans have been such dicks to you guys.
Yeah. I'm
That's.
sorry it's become such a big drama.
Well, it became big drama because I made it big drama because that's.
Well, no,
opportunity.
it wasn't just you. Honestly, it really wasn't. I think because I brought it up, it got to the forefront. It
Well,
really was
you
the
know what?
snowball.
Maybe this needed to happen for him though. Maybe
I,
maybe
I
he
do
just needs
think
to
it
see
needs
that he's hurting people when he does this.
I think it needs to be brought to people's attention, and it's not because I want to be a dick about things. It's because I really do think if someone is doing something like this, that they need to know that it's not cool, that they're being a dick.
Look,
And I feel bad when I'm in fights when I feel like I've genuinely done something wrong, but I really don't feel like I've done something wrong here.
I don't. I honestly don't think you've done anything wrong either. I mean, listen, I made a joke in an Until We Win that offended a female personality at that guy with the glasses. Not going to name him. They brought it up with me and Rob. I said, well, I didn't see it that way. I apologize for offending you, and we moved on. I was like, I didn't mean to
And
do
I've
it.
done
I'm
stuff
sorry.
in videos and said things that I felt bad for, and I've apologized for it. And in that sense, yeah, I am glad that Noah apologized, and I feel bad that this has been the thing that he's known for something he really did apologize for. but I don't feel bad for bringing to the front other things that he's done, and I don't feel bad for people getting angry over other things and his attitude now. So, because if someone makes a bad joke, it happens to everyone, and if it's something inappropriate, like I don't blame them. It happens to everyone.
Well, inappropriate jokes are going to happen because it's all
Yeah.
context and people come from different contextual histories. So it's always something. You're always going to step on someone's toes, which I don't. I see. I don't blame him for that. As a comedian, as someone trying to be funny, comedy is a double-edged sword. You're going to step on someone's toes. It's going to happen. But it's how you deal with it that makes that's the difference. And he doesn't deal with it very well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I was answering questions on Tumblr, and someone, they were talking about, someone was saying they were going to boycott Hope's stuff and my stuff because of the fight with Noah. And, I made the analogy that was like blaming the rape victim. And it really was a bad analogy. Someone pointed that out to me. They said, look, don't make the rape analogy for that. That really hurts me. And it really did hurt people, so I apologize for that. And things like that do happen. But you need to be able to handle this stuff a lot better. It's exactly what you're saying.
I don't know. It bothers me. It just really bothers me because here I am. I give a speech at 140 conference. I just gave a speech on why you should be awesome to your own community, and I've got to be somehow. I'm forever associated with the guy who is never cool with his community. He's always constantly at war with his own fans, and it